When Irish eyes are smiling, shoot is like the morning spring in the little oh, for God's sake, what is it now?
Alright, let's see what I've got here. Year 2004 radio conversation between a US Navy ship in the northwest of Spain with English subtitles. Oh, I wonder what this is about. Following is a genuine conversation between Spaniards and Americans at sea on the emergency maritime frequency. Oh, okay. This is the 8853. Please adjust your course by 15 degrees to avoid collision. Wait a minute. Wait, I know this one. Yeah, this is an old story. They just changed it a bit.
Ugh. Another fucking hoax? Really? I'm Steve John C13, thanks for tuning in. This is House of Hoaxes. Fucking hell. So, another hoax for me to check out. Now, this one I found on Facebook today, posted by a friend of mine, which involves the US Navy and a Spanish lighthouse. The story goes that the US Navy pick up a signal from some Spanish-speaking folks that tell them that they have to adjust their course 15 degrees to avoid a collision. The US Navy respond with the fact that they've got the bigger the bigger boat, and that they should move 15 degrees. The Spanish turn around and say that they will not be moving 15 degrees, and basically the US Navy get really pissed off and tell them that they are the big fucking Sam guns, and if they don't fucking move, shit gonna go down. To which point the Spanish reply, we're not gonna move, we're a fucking lighthouse. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video so you can actually go and hear the transcript, or rather the supposed transcript that occurred between the Spanish lighthouse and the US Navy to watch at your own pleasure. However, this is not an actual conversation that took place between the US Navy and the Spanish lighthouse. This is in fact a hoax based upon an old joke. The old joke in question actually involved the US Navy and Canadians. And the original joke goes something like this. Americans, please divert your course 50 degrees to the north to avoid a collision. Canadians, recommend you divert your course 50 degrees to the south to avoid collision. Americans, this is the captain of a US Navy ship. I say again, divert your course. Canadians, no, I say again, you divert your course. Americans, this is the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln, the second largest ship in the United States Atlantic Fleet. We are accompanied by 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers and numerous support vessels. I demand that you change your course 50 degrees north. That's 15 degrees north, or countermeasures will be undertaken to ensure the safety of the ship. Canadians, this is a lighthouse. Your call. So this is actually supposedly a legit transcript. Turns out it's actually a joke. We can actually turn to Snopes.com to get more information about the original hoax between the American-Canadian dialogue. This is what Snopes has to say about it. The tale of the self-important aircraft carrier captain getting his well-earned comeuppance at the hands of a plain-speaking lighthouse has been making the rounds of the internet since early 1996. Most write-ups purport to be transcripts of a 1995 conversation between a ship and a lighthouse as documented by Chief of Naval Operations. But it isn't true. Not only does the Navy disclaim it, the anecdote appears in a 1992 collection of jokes and telltales. Worse, it appears in Stephen Covey's 1989 The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and he got it from a 1987 issue of Proceedings, a publication of the US Naval Institute. Snopes goes on to explain that there's an even older version of the joke than that, which goes like this. The fog was very thick, and the chief officer of the tramp steamer was peering over the side of the bridge. Suddenly, to his intense surprise, he saw a man leaning over a rail only a few yards away. "You confounded fool!" he roared. Where the devil do you think your ship's going? Don't you know I've got right of way? And out of the gloom came a sardonic voice. This ain't no blinking ship, Governor. This here a lighthouse. And there's something even older than that, dating back to 1931, which goes like this. Skipper, where are you going with your blinking ship? This ain't a blinking ship, it's a lighthouse. Okay, bad accents aside, the point is that this is an incredibly old joke. A lot of people thinking that this is something new between a US Navy ship and a Spanish lighthouse in the year 2013 actually dates back as far as 1931. 1931! Do you know how many years difference that is? Hey, the beauty of editing. Anyway, so the fact is that this transcript never really happened in a real life scenario. Or at least the US Navy continues to deny it. So if it ever actually happened, we wouldn't know. However, I think we can safely say that this is all bullshit. Not to step on Penn and Teller's copyright claim there, but the simple fact is it's one of those stories which is utterly hilarious and people share it. And really, there's no harm in this particular story, as long as you don't take it too seriously. I mean, some people actually use this story and the American-Canadian version as a sort of moral message about acting high and mighty and trying to pull rank on people instead of using common sense and the like. But there's a lot of flaws with this story as well. I mean, if the US Navy have got such great technology, you'd think they'd be able to notice a fucking lighthouse. I mean, they can tell when missiles are coming towards them. They can tell when enemy craft's coming towards them, but they can't tell that there's a fucking lighthouse. Yeah. With a lot of stories, there's always an origin story that it's moved from. It's Chinese whispers, everyone knows that, but as pranks and hoaxes and lies and rumours goes, this one isn't that bad. It's a funny story, a funny joke. It would make for a fantastic comedy routine, This is the kind of thing I could have easily seen the two Ronnies or Eric Morecambe and, Morecambe and Wise doing. It's a funny story, it's a harmless hoax, but at the end of the day, it's a hoax. And just to finish off here, Snopes adds this near the end. For the record, Admiral Mike Border, the Chief of Naval Operations, released no such transcript on October 10th, or any other time, said Commander John Carman, a spokesman for the Admiral. It's a joke, Carman said, chuckling in disbelief, and not only that, I've been told it's a real old joke, like 30 to 40 years ago. That old. And so that is another hoax debunked. Like I said, all you gotta do is look online for this information, sites like Snopes.com, Urban Killer, etc., to find the truth behind these hoaxes, pranks and lies and rumours. But anyway, that's all for this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in, and as per usual, if you have any hoaxes, rumours, pranks that you think would be good for me to talk about on the show, then simply leave a comment in the video or email me at dsdjones013@hotmail.co.uk or tweet me at djones313. Now if you don't mind, I've got to get back to my singing practice. Until next time.